Hello, my name's Phil. Welcome back to another episode of Vermont's 100 Covered Bridges. Today I'm at the Holmes Creek Bridge, which is in Charlotte. Holmes Creek Bridge, or Lake Shore Bridge, is another one I've been looking forward to coming to for a while, for a number of reasons. So let's get on with it. You may recall my very first episode was at the Green River Bridge in Guildford, and it's the second nearest bridge to where I live, but the main reason for having episode 1 there was because it was the most southern of all the covered bridges in Vermont. And the Holmes Creek Bridge on the shore of Lake Champlain is the most westerly of all of Vermont's 100 covered bridges, and it sits beautifully on Lake Champlain. And this is my first sighting of Lake Champlain, with New York on the other side. The sun's playing havoc with the camera. The bridge is 41 feet long, which is why it doesn't take me long to get through the side. So I'm going to be doing back and forth a few times during this episode, especially when I have to walk quickly because there's a car coming. I'm just letting it through. Now, you may recall I visited 2 bridges in West Windsor, in Windsor County. They were the Best Bridge and the Bowers Bridge. And they were 2 of 3 covered bridges in Vermont that had a tied bowed arch truss. This is the 3rd one, and the reason why the tied arch bridges work is because they're for small bridges. The Best Bridge is 37 feet long, and that's the shortest in Vermont. I think Bowers, I think that was 45. And this one is 41. Hence the little arch, which is great. I mean, it's just a very beautiful little bridge with emphasis on the little. And here we have a plaque on the wall, which I can read to you. The Holmes Creek Bridge. The Holmes Creek Bridge, built circa 1870, is 41 feet long and 12 feet wide, a width specified by the selectmen of the day to allow passage of a load of hay high and wide. There may have been an 1840 bridge at this site, but town records cannot verify it. At 112 feet above sea level, it's the lowest altitude covered bridge in Vermont. The Holmes family operated a successful apple orchard just southwest of the bridge in the late 1800s. This orchard was purported to be the largest in New England, shipping apples to distant places. At the point of land west of the bridge are submerged pilings of a long pier where boats docked to load their fruit. Very interesting. So well done to the selectmen in having the bridge was high and wide for carrying hay. It is indeed a tall bridge. There was work done to the bridge in both 1993 and 94, and at one point the town suggested that maybe the bridge should either be bypassed or taken down altogether after a series of vehicles hitting it. But thankfully, that discussion must have died down because the bridge is still here, thankfully. And now, this time to go through the bridge and down to the right hand side, and let's see what we can find underneath. Shot from the side, you can already see a concrete abutment, but this looks more like the original stone. So let's go further down. A shot from downstream. It is a great sight here. I'm going to try and aim for over there to get a better shot of this abutment. That side is clearly solid concrete style. Let's go underneath. The sun's playing havoc. It'll be dark in an hour, so the sun's quite low. We can get a good sight of the bridge. Looks very modern. Different coloured rocks, that's different. And what about the waterway? Well, it's Holmes Creek, and it must be the shortest watercourse going under a covered bridge in Vermont. It's just over a mile long, and it just sort of comes up from a spring just on the outskirts of Charlotte. For my friends in England, we say Charlotte, but here the emphasis is on the lot, so it's Charlotte. Just in case you think I'm getting all posh on you all. So yeah, so it rises just on the outskirts of the town, as I say, just a mile long. And there's a couple of like first branch of Holmes Creek and the second branch of Holmes Creek, but they all meet and head to the shore, which is the other side of the bridge. So I'm going to try and get across that side, and then we'll take some pictures at the shore edge. And here's the painted abutment. With its reflection in the creek. View from downstream, the bridge almost hidden by a couple of trees, and that will change over the next couple of weeks when all the leaves have fell. As you can see, the creek, it's almost like a big pool or a pond, and then because it's so low, it's the lowest bridge in Vermont. At this point, Lake Champlain is higher than the creek, so it goes from a pool to here, and it stops right here. Shows how dry it's been. So I'm actually on the lake shore. This is my first glimpse of Lake Champlain. I'll go that way because actually I'm blocking the sun. You can see the sun, it's not far from going down. Not a cloud in the sky. 9th of October. And I'm going to dip my toes in Lake Champlain. With the bridge somewhere behind me. What a place. So I just spotted this structure. Definitely have the makings of something. Whatever it is. It hasn't got a tied king post Burr truss though. Anyway, just a shelter, most likely a shelter for when people want to have a party. And why not? I can't think of any better places right now to do that. Looking across Lake Champlain with Adirondacks across the way. What a place, what a place. Now, gonna make my way back. The reason we came here, Holmes Creek covered bridge. Two bridges, 2 episodes ago, the Sequin Bridge. I sort of said this bridge is in my top 3 for the bridge, but also for the scenic view. I think this one is very much near to it as well. I've got friends in England and they watch this and they message me and they say, you know, Phil, I don't get it. I really don't get it. And all I can say is, how can you look into my eyes and still you don't believe me? After all this time, 60 odd episodes, you still don't believe me. Let's look at that sun going down. So I'm just here filming at the bridge, and this great couple have just got married and they're having a photo shoot at the bridge. And your names are?
Sarah and Jess.
Sarah and Jess. Have a great life together.
Thank
you for sharing my video.
Thank you.
You too.
So that's been an exciting day. I filmed at 8 bridges. That's the most I've ever filmed in one day. I think 6 or 7 was the highest. Yeah, and 8 bridges and 1 wedding. Obviously I didn't film the wedding, but that was great timing. They just happened to arrive at the bridge as I was actually packing up. Thanks again to Vermont Covered Bridge Society, all their support. You know what they do for me, I know what they do for me, and it's a great partnership. And that's it for me. The next episode, I've got one more in Chittenden County. That's probably going to be a few months. I'm going to be in Washington County over the next 5 episodes, and I'll be filming those in a week's time, and then I'll be taking a break from filming because I'm not going to go out filming in the winter, and I'll have enough episodes after next week to last me till April. And yeah, so that's it for now. I'll see you next week somewhere, some bridge. I know it's in Washington County, but I don't know which one it will be yet. So until next week, take care.